Welcome, everybody, to the Wolf Media Group podcast. And today we have a very special episode. We will be beginning shortly. Please stick by. I just want to thank you all for joining us today on this lovely, lovely day. And I want to thank you once again for taking your time out of your day to listen to this. And today is just going to be a very, very much needed episode, I think, for many, many people. Mostly because it is that time of year again. It is January. Technically, it's February now, but, close enough. A month in. My bad. I've been a little late on a couple of things, but I think this is one of the most important episodes that I've made in a very, very long time, and it is about cleaning up. So when you think of cleaning up, right, I'm guessing this is not just everybody, not just me. When you think cleaning up, you think like cleaning your room, cleaning basically stuff like that, your room, your house, your apartment, your kitchen, dishes, your car, stuff like that, right? That's what you think of when you clean. But what I'm talking about is a completely different kind of clean. I mean, you kind of can relate them, but not a whole bunch. And that is a digital / physical clean. Which I mean by that is a digital clean. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. A digital clean is going through your phone, going through your computer, going through your tablets, your iPads, your iPhones. That's why I use Mac and stuff. So I go through my laptop, my MacBook. I go through my iPhone. I go through my iPad. I go through anything that I have that I can clean up. So what I go through, I'll give you a list. Exactly. So on my phone, we'll start with this. On my phone, I get rid of apps and photos that I don't need. I back all my stuff up to the iCloud. I what is the word called? Backup. I back up my phone to iCloud. I back up my photos to iCloud. I back up everything to iCloud. I do all of that, and then I just delete stuff. Like, I have apps that I don't use. Like, we'll go for, I have games I don't use. I have rewards things I don't use. Like, let's go. I use all those. I'm talking about, H&M, Caribou, stuff you don't go to anymore. Like, I don't go to Starbucks that much, so I deleted that app because I don't have anything on there. I don't have any their stars or anything. I usually go to Caribou. So the Caribou app, I have stuff like that. I deleted that. I got rid of Hulu, Netflix, streaming services and stuff. I got rid of maps, just random games, random stuff that I don't need anymore. A whole bunch of weather stuff that I don't use. Some calculators that I don't need anymore. Just stuff like that. Just random apps, random stuff. I clear my browsers, so the cache on that so it doesn't save memory anymore. Anything like that, I get rid of, just so I have more space and it makes it look nicer and everything. I change my wallpaper to get something new. I know a lot of people change it a lot more than yearly, but I usually do it once a year, twice a year at max, I think, just because I like consistency throughout my phone so I know where everything is and what everything looks like. And then on my iPad, I do the same thing. I go through my apps, stuff like that. I have to back it up to everything. I do have the 200 gigs. I spend $3 a month on storage or something like that. But not that bad compared to, I don't know, other stuff that you can use. I just like the Apple stuff because it's integrated with everything. So I go through apps, photos, videos, stuff like that on my iPad. And my computer is the big stuff. My computer, my hard drives that I use is a very, very big one. Mostly because I use my laptop every single day for sound design, graphic design, video editing, anything like that, recording podcasts, recording voiceovers for other people, doing anything and everything, emails, sticky notes. What I really like to go through on my desktop, I am running Mojave. So on Mojave, if you guys know what he's a Mac or a very technical person, is you have stacks. So I have all my images in one stack, all my PDFs in one stack, movies, After Effects projects, all my other stuff, and then folders are by themselves in different folder or in different areas. So I got rid of a whole bunch of After Effects things I don't need. I went through my Final Cut libraries, deleted stuff, deleted footage off my actual hard drive on my computer, my SSD on my computer, backed them up to either Google Drive or my hard drive, cloud or physical. Either one works, either one you want to. Works very well. What else? I went through applications I don't use anymore, or stuff I don't need anymore, all my Adobe Suite. I went through my Adobe Suite. I got rid of the 2019 versions of the stuff, After Effects had a 2019 version, Photoshop 2019, updated everything to 2020, stuff like that. I don't want to update my OS on my computer from Mojave to Catalina because I want it to be reliable, and it's only been out for about 6 months, which for you people in the Apple world can lead to problems for other apps from third parties. But I get rid of that stuff. What else? I clean it up. I update my computer. I back it up to the drive with all my notes because I use notes and stickies are probably one of my favorite things ever. Like my notes, I literally have everything. I have my company stuff on here for stuff for podcast, stuff for sound design, stuff for just anything and everything I put in my notes pretty much. A lot of things are in my notes. It's just convenient because it goes through all my different all my different devices. So I can tell what everything is. So if I need to go look on something on my notes, I have my to-do list in my notes, stuff like that. Just like basic stuff like notes, lists, anything I need. And that's pretty much it for my devices. Like, it's just a digital clean. Oh, never mind. That's a lie. I go through my Google Drive. So my Google Drive is always a mess. Just because I do so much in it. I upload all my graphics and stuff like that just so I can keep portfolio and like raw stuff because I have unlimited storage in that through my school. So I have that and like a whole bunch of like theater archives, stuff like just random stuff. But I also have a whole bunch of documents for school. Like I was saying, I go through my Google Drive, right? And all that stuff in Google Drive is my documents, my spreadsheets, my slideshows, stuff like that. I know it doesn't take up any room pretty much, but it's just organized. Or I throw everything in one folder. I'm very bad about that. I have like 8 different folders, and one of them's like school, and I just throw my school stuff in there. But then I have like my class, like my stuff that I need. Like I have a folder for just like trap code graphics or just graphics that are scratch made. I have from stories I've done for our TV show, theater stuff, whole theater folder for that, then subfolders inside the theater stuff for different shows, and then subfolders for that, for sound and lights and stuff like that. So I'm very organized in some aspects, but the other aspects, I am just a complete and total mess, which I do need to work on that a little bit, but that's not the point of this one. So that's how I go through my devices, just delete stuff, back up stuff, and anything in between. And then physically, what I like doing every year is between the end of January, beginning of February, halfway through February, sometime that I've transitioned into the new year. I go through anything I haven't used in that past month, or I would say between December and February, or the beginning of December and January, those 2 months. If I haven't used them in those 2 months, I probably won't use them unless it's for summer specifically. So if I don't ever use them, I give them away. I donate them to Goodwill, go donate them to Red Cross, anything like that. Not Red Cross, Salvation Army. Sorry. I donate them somewhere, or I sell them on eBay. I get rid of it. Like what did I get rid of? I got rid of a whole bunch of clothes, stuff that didn't fit me, like a whole bunch of jeans that didn't fit me, some shirts that didn't fit me that are too big or too small or anything in between like that. I got rid of a whole bunch of electronics that were out of date. Like I had a network switch that only did like 1 megabyte transfer stuff, and I needed a gigabyte switch, so I have a gigabyte switch now. So I had no use for that one, so I got rid of that one. I sold it on eBay. What else do I get? I got rid of a whole bunch. What else did I get rid of? I got rid of a whole bunch of expired vitamins and stuff that I don't use anymore, or that I found a different brand that I like better. Stuff like that I just got rid of. I don't like cluster, and that was part of it. I like to keep my stuff as organized as possible. That on my desk, I got rid of anything I didn't use. I have a whole bunch. I'm a very bad culprit of keeping cables on my desk and just stuff on my desk. So I have like 8 different Logitech mices that are all the wireless ones with the little thumb drive that you put into the computer. I have like 8 of those, and I had probably 4 or 5 on just sitting on my desk. And I only need 1 or 2 on my desk. So I cleaned up those. I put those away. Just clean stuff, put stuff in their spots, made spots for new ones, put stuff on shelves. Made everything look nice. I had stuff I need to hang, so I hung them on the wall like posters or lights. Like I have this set of fairy lights, or not any fairy lights, they're pretty much Christmas lights. But hey, we don't call them Christmas lights because some people don't like that because it is February. But that's not the point, right? Not the point. So that's what I do for my room personally, is just get rid of stuff, clean stuff up, stuff I haven't used, get rid of. But probably the thing I need the most is my backpack. I go through my backpack probably once a month, maybe once every 2 weeks sometimes, because my backpack I take everywhere. And what I have in there, I get rid of old wrappers, old Mints, gum, food, anything in there I get rid of pretty much, and I just clean it out and put my stuff back in there what I need. Like I carry a charger with me, a whole bunch of dongles for my MacBook, because, Apple and their dongles, my hard drives, my computer, my iPad, my chargers, anything and everything, my my headphone, anything I need, I keep in there. But I also do like to keep some food in there, so I have a couple protein bars, some gum, some mints, a second set of keys for my car just in case. So just like random things I have just with me that I have proven very, very useful to have, or in flashlights and like multi-tool, stuff like that. I just like to keep in there, but sometimes other things get in there, like some paper stuff, because I hate paper. To be honest, I hate paper. I do everything digitally, which I know can be bad because, hackers and stuff, but hey, if they want to look at what my calendar looks like, go for it. But not the point, right? Not the point at all. So just physical stuff I get rid of, like paper, pencils, stuff like that. I keep a couple Sharpies, a couple pens, and some stylus on me all the time. It's just to have. And other than that, I throw away mostly everything else. That's about it, because I live out of my backpack. And I have my water bottle, my coffee mug in there. So if I ever go somewhere or need something, I can fill up that mug, or I can get a new cup. I don't really like getting new cups. I like getting mugs, just because it makes me feel good about myself for not wasting anything, like styrofoam or cups or plastic or stuff like that. I would like to use as much as I can, and then also saves you sometimes a couple bucks. So like at Caribou, if you bring your own cup, you get like $1 off or 50 cents off sometimes, depending on what it is, what you buy. Like if I just get coffee, they usually give me like 50 cents off, just because you brought your own cup and they don't have to waste anything and you're doing good. So that's what I like doing. That's how I clean my stuff, digital, physical, anything in between. If you guys did like this, please stick around for the ending, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you all for listening to this week's episode, and tune back next week for another very special episode. I appreciate everything that you guys do and listen, so thank you, and have a great week.